your supplement bottles and shit like that. It has the main compartment. Also has Velcro panels in there, so you can put elastic loops and shit to hold stuff in there. Think like organizing your iPod and your case for your earphones and shit like that in the sides. It's double layered on the walls and the bottom. And the bottom has a pocket, so we can put a sheet of plastic in there like our diaper bag has in our large tool bag to give it some rigidity and shape. Every time we do this, dudes are like, I'd buy one, but it needs a shoulder strap. Well, you're not getting one. You're the dude that won't get one, because I can sell every one of these we make. If we had 120 of them today, they'd sell out within an hour of posting them, even without the shoulder strap. But the deal is, these shoulder straps are long enough even when the bag is full, and if you filled this bag completely with rigid foam and made it completely square, you could still use it with one shoulder strap with no problem. I've used one for years at the gym. I carry all my shit and change of clothes and shoes and all my stuff.
Both of them like a backpack even.
Yeah. So I built this bag. Good, yeah. This bag's Typhon. It's got gray webbing, gray Velcro, and Tiffany blue thread all throughout. And I built it for Amanda last night.
It's badass.
And then highlighted all the Typhon points on there. But this is her bag. We probably will make these. I'm going to change and tweak a few things on them. And we'll probably offer a very small run of them. And the first ones we'll auction off probably. Don't email us and ask us about it. Don't wait for it. I'm not even sure we're going to build them in a production run. So if you need a gym bag right away, don't bother emailing me telling me you got to go buy one, or you're waiting for it. Don't wait for it, because I don't know when or if we're going to do it. And when we do, the first ones I'll build them and they'll go up for auction. So
that's cool.
I squealed when I walked in.
That's cool. I saw him making one.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah, I like that.
Onward.
Wonder whose dick you gotta suck to get one of those. Apparently Amanda knows.
We'll just say that John's love bank is always full, okay?
Wow, that's awesome.
We'll just say that he is well taken care of.
Are you not getting your dick sucked enough?
What?
Are you not getting your dick sucked enough?
What are you talking about?
Well, I can make you one of those bags and you can trade it out.
Oh, no, I'm good.
Hey, if he makes you one of those bags,
I heard Colin's not into that.
I'll give you a jar of peanut butter and let you borrow Rocco for a night. You just slide
your
the
love
bag
bank's
my
always
way.
full, too.
Right? Alright, let's see.
Rocco's a giver.
Tasha watched that Adam Sandler show, Little Nicky.
Oh, yeah. That's what it's funny, because that's what I thought of when she brought that in.
Little Nicky, I don't know.
She brought us this one. I can only imagine the pineapples that Lance has at his house.
They shoved those up Saddam Hussein's ass and Little Nicky.
Hitler.
Oh!
Or Hitler, yeah.
Oh, okay, I haven't seen it.
It's like it's a stupid movie, but like
it's funny.
that part is funny. Like there's some funny parts.
What are they like in hell or something?
Yeah. They run hell. Little Nicky is the son of Satan.
Oh, is that the where he has the bulldog or whatever?
Yeah.
Okay.
But he's not such an evil fucking son. The other
he's
one
like
is.
he's quasi evil.
Okay.
He's like the Diet Mountain Dew.
He's like
evil.
instead of 666, he's 333. He's only half bad.
Yeah.
All right.
He's pseudo evil.
Who is his brother?
Hades? No.
No.
What's his
The
name?
actor. He was the actual singer. I wanted to say Tom Petty, but it's not Tom Petty. Like in the movie, his brother.
I don't know.
I wanted to say Sting, but
I was
going
to
to
say, isn't Alice Cooper in that movie?
Yeah, Alice Cooper's in the movie. Yeah, I don't remember. It's an old movie.
I don't think I've ever seen it, but I remember seeing previews with the bulldog or whatever.
Have you seen Trailer Park Boys?
I have. You turned me on to that.
Of course he did.
You know they have our combat cock in there?
I like the one guy, Julian or whatever. He's always got the drink with him everywhere he goes. Gets pulled over by the cops. He's just sitting there with his drink. And
we used to have the same dream. Now I'm just living the whole dream by myself.
I'll eat your soul.
all right, let's see. This one is from Jared. Okay, we've read Jared's before. Not this particular one, but I'm pretty sure it's the same. Subject is, Dear John, Uncle Lance, and Pablo. First, congrats to Mallory for finally taming and marrying the infamous Brown Bilzerian.
she got lucky with that. She really did.
Yeah. Second, SOE is the shit. I've been a fan
You realize
since.
every time I say Colin seems like he doesn't know what we're talking about. Like he feels uncomfortable when I say it. It's because he gets in trouble when he goes home.
What?
See?
Yeah, he got uncomfortable. It's starting to turn red.
I can't turn red.
Everybody's
turning
saying
white.
you're black.
Yeah, I can't fucking blush. I can't, I can't even sunburn properly. My skin hurt, but it didn't burn and turn red. I couldn't even enjoy that. It just peeled.
That's true. Why do we call black people colored people when really we're more colorful than they are? Because like
You can
we can turn
you
get
can
sunburn, we
change
can tan, we
Yeah.
can get red if we get embarrassed or stressed or whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
We're
maybe
like
we should be the
chameleons.
colored ones.
Yeah, y'all are like chameleons. Like, not me. Nope. Just one color.
We're hyper
Lance
colored.
even has the ability to be embarrassed.
I don't think he does actually.
Really?
I think you lost that ability long ago. You were born without it.
All right. I've been a fan since before you guys had a YouTube channel. I don't know if you guys know how inspiring you can actually be
We do.
while still maintaining a hilarious level of crudeness and vulgarity. I love it. I never miss.
Hold on, I don't think we're that vulgar, really.
Are you shitting me?
The thing is,
I just think we're real.
we're like a normal fucking shop with normal dudes and say normal shit.
Now I will
We
say,
just let
We
you
just don't have the
see
plastic
it.
mask
and
on.
I will say this. This compared to my old job is supposed to be way more like risque and shit. My old job selling jewelry was the most vile,
Because they really do hate you.
cursing, slanderous group of people that were funny as shit I'd ever worked with in my life. But I never talked more shit.
Like that show Parks and Recreation.
Yeah. Yeah, I never talked
Are you
more
trying to
shit.
cool off the whole fucking neighborhood?
Hey, you shut your mouth over there. I never talked more shit than with that group of women and men that worked in sales for a living. And I understand why now. I do. But this is tame compared to some of those places. You go in somewhere where someone's locked up for 30 years at a time, serving the public, now those people are crazy.
And miserable.
I mean, it's give and take, but it is funny. This is not that bad, I promise.
Okay, I don't know if you guys know how inspiring you can actually be while still maintaining a hilarious level of crudeness and vulgarity. See, he's saying there's a
That doesn't
hilarious.
sound-
Yeah, it was brand
smell
new.
that.
It's brand new. It
Yeah.
just popped.
Okay.
So you're saying hilarious level of vulgarity.
Yeah. I still don't think we're that vulgar.
I love it. Never miss any of the videos. I've yet to buy anything because I'm currently unemployed and money is tight. I don't know how well Willis knows San Diego, but I'm a 20-year-old from Ramona.
Okay, yeah. Ramona, we used to drive through Ramona to go to Julian
And there's
because we would
nothing
stop
there.
in Julian on the way to Ocotillo Wells. We take that back way when we go out there and go ride dirt bikes. And,
Ocotillo Wells.
yeah. So,
Everything out there is a
Name a
cool
long
name.
time.
We have cool
Ocotillo.
names and shit like that here.
So,
We have Buck Snort.
this kid, yeah,
Cow
Buck
fart.
Snort.
Bird song.
This kid is talking about joining the military, but he's got a chance. His dad's not doing well health-wise, but he's got a chance he can stay there in town and work at a friend's restaurant or something. But like, my first instinct is to tell you to get out of Ramona. I don't know what Ramona's like nowadays. It was small. It's like here, but that'd be like telling kids here to get out of here. Kids here, they're to escape this small town because their dream job is to work at DuPont or Palmer's or the TVA. And you're only going to cap out so high. Like, you're not going to, that's a 30, 40, $50,000 a year job maybe, which is fine out of high school. But I know there's dudes at DuPont making $45, $50 an hour if you're willing to work, because they get time and a half, they get prevailing wages, they get double time. Like, I got buddies that work at DuPont that have giant ass houses and a lot of fucking toys and do really well, and because they're willing to
They
work.
got that work ethic.
I don't know what's in Ramona. I don't know your whole situation, family-wise and everything, so I really can't, give you advice on that. But go ahead and read the rest of that.
Okay. I'm a 20-year-old from Ramona, which is next to Poway and El Cajon. The second I get a job, I'm ordering a cop rig, a patch panel, and some epic patches to display, which I'm sure my sensitive mom will love. Particularly, the Lance's mom says no cussing patch. You guys always give great advice, particularly Lance, on this subject. So I'd like to know your opinion on the hardest decision of my life, which I need to make soon. In high school, I ran cross country, got straight A's, and was nominated to both the Naval Academy and West Point 2 years in a row, but did not get the final acceptance letter both times. I was pissed and went to a fancy university for about 8 months, and then dropped out because it just didn't feel right for me, and it cost way too much money.
What fancy university would be UCSD? That'd be a fucking job.
Berkeley's in California.
Nah, well, maybe he came back.
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's what it sounds like. He left for 8 months or whatever. I'm assuming, but 2 years later, yeah, because 2 years later, I'm back in my hometown, sitting on my ass, going to community college. I said fuck it and went to USMC recruiting office to see what they could do. Slots were slim, but I hung around and proved myself. 4 months later, I went to MEPS and got another 3 months passed, and I finally got the active duty infantry slot I wanted. I remember being so happy I was practically in tears. I'm assigned to go to basic in late June, but recently my dad has been having a spur of health problems, one after another. First, he fucked up his ribs pretty bad. Now his shoulder needs surgery for a different injury. He's wearing a brace every day and at a very manual labor intensive job because sometimes he can barely walk. His ankle is having all sorts of issues and probably also needs surgery. He's 60 pounds overweight, and I've been trying to help him recover and drop some pounds. My dad taught me the John Willis method of hard work and hustling. Tap, rack, bang. Never quit because people depend on you. I have an almost guaranteed job 10 minutes from my house making minimum wage at a local steakhouse. Working with a close friend, now I'm having second thoughts and considering withdrawing from the DEP. DEP is a delayed entry program because I want to be there for my dad. I feel like he really needs me. What do you guys think? I figure if I really want to go, I can get a 4-year degree and then try to qualify for OCS or enlist and go to a different recruiting station. Sorry if this is long. It would be cool if this found its way into a breakfast video. P.S. I scrounged and saved and have $100 to spend. My dad has about 20 keys, and I always laugh because it annoys him. His birthday is next week, so I'm getting him a key bar because you guys gave him a shout out, and it's something he can use every day. I'm thinking titanium or titanium carbon fiber, something nice. I'll probably also be getting him a black EDC belt for Christmas this year. Also, SOE movie reviews would be fucking hilarious. Thanks, Jared.
What does Dad say about this?
Yeah.
I
See, that's... Go ahead.
Because I feel like you would probably say the same thing, and I think John would too. I know if I were to feel I needed to do something, regardless, and it would be a tough call because you get that emotional pull wanting to be close to your dad and everything. But I think if my dad thought he was holding me back from something, he'd tell me to go forward with what I thought. And even though that's like a really hard decision in life, it's one that you have to make, and that happens all the time. Sometimes big decisions come whenever you don't want them to be there, and it's never something you want to do. But I don't think that your dad would want you to miss out on an opportunity you feel called to do that. However, if you feel like that's where you're supposed to be, maybe you are supposed to be there.
I got another piece to that I think we're all thinking that maybe you guys aren't going to say. Maybe you don't want to go in the military, which is okay. It's all right. Like, you thought all along you wanted to do this. You got an acceptance. You're in there pretty much. That's you. And you say, well, I'll just go to a different recruit station later. They're going to know that you were in the DEP program. If you back out, those recruiters are going to know it the next time you go talk to them. They're not going to hustle. They're not going to work as hard and as fast and try to get you in as hard and pull the strings and the favors.
And those slots are going to get tighter.
They're going to know that you already backed out. I'm not saying don't back out. I'm saying maybe you're using your dad as an excuse not to go. And if you don't want to go, don't go. Go into a line of work. You've done things that sounds, what are you, 20 years old? You fucking obviously have had some jobs and worked and know what labor is, and your dad's working someplace. Maybe you do that. Get a job and just start fucking working and find something you like and create something. Everybody's so big on going to school and you got to have all this debt. It's part of the system. We've been told you have to go to school. And so you go to school, and then you go to more school, and you put yourself in debt, and you owe for, half of your life. By the time you pay off your fucking debt, you're 35, 40 years old. By the time you can even fucking go do anything, and then you fucking get more debt, and you're always constantly paying. Find something you like, create something, and then find somebody to buy those products and allow you to do other things. Maybe you don't want to go to school. You went, you fucking hated it.
Yeah,
and now here you are going to more fucking school to do what? To become an officer 4 years from now? Why? I mean, is that really what you want to do? If it is, do it. But if it was, you wouldn't be asking us what we think about it.
Right.
Never ask another.
And I would say, I guess I got a couple of different views or takes on it. Having been in the military and lost my father while I was on deployment, signing up for re-enlistment and then there was one boat space for the first semester and getting it for my primary MOS with a nice bonus and everything else, and then turning it down because my mom got diagnosed with cancer, and they at the time only had so much time to live. So I cut chocks with the Marine Corps. Honestly, in hindsight, Mom's doing great, and I'm glad. I'm very happy and stuff. But in hindsight, I wish that I would have stayed in.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
You had a lot of fucking fun.
Yeah, no, I did. It was my... Well, yeah. But I mean, it's because I made the best of what the deal is. But basically, I guess the biggest thing to do is to make a decision. Yoda says, there is no try or try not, there is only do. Mm-hmm. Fucking make a decision. I'm either going to stand right here or I'm going to look over there. Do I want to be over there? Well, yeah, that'd be kind of cool. Well, fucking make a decision and step over. It's that easy. Just like if you're driving your car and you're coming up to a light and it's turning yellow, you don't sit there and hesitate and go, I don't know if I'm going to run it up. Because I'll tell you what, if you're like that, more than likely you're going to stop. Or you're going to barely creep through. But if you make a decision, fuck it, I got this, I'm doing it, what happens? Your foot goes down, boom, and you cross and you go through the light. It's that simple. You make a decision. Same thing with stop smoking or whatever. Make a decision. And that's it. And as far as...
I forgot I got Cody back there.
As far as...
and Babyhead.
Your dad and everything, his health and stuff like that, it would do him more pride, probably, and more good for you to be doing and chasing and pursuing your dream and doing what you want to do for you than to not, and for him to feel like he's holding you back from that. I would never want to hold my kids back from anything. Even my dad, I mean, it's kind of funny. I was talking with my mom about this the other day. About naysayers and people like that and everything else, because my oldest boy is getting really big into wrestling and stuff like that, and I'm sending him, he's going to Oklahoma State Intensive Wrestling Camp this summer. First year wrestling freestyle and everything, got fourth at state in freestyle, went to state and high school, or not high school, but in the city program and stuff, did pretty good, didn't place or whatever, but did pretty good. But has these dreams, and made a post on Facebook about getting out of the small town that he lives in, but how he's thankful for everything that he's learned there, but he has dreams going on and this and that. Well, my mom calls me the other day and says, did you see his post about this? And I said, yeah. And she was all upset and butthurt about it. And she's like, well, I just think he needs to have more realistic goals and this. And I said, did you fucking tell him that? Don't ever do that. You know what? And if you have people like that are being toxic or whatever, that's what I told my mom. And I love my mom to death. But you know what? You got to weed that shit out. And I said, don't tell him that. I said, Mom, do you remember when I wanted to go in the Marine Corps, and for my 17th birthday, that night, for my birthday party, all I had was my mom and my Marine Corps recruiter came over. Had cake with us, because I was now 17, and she signed my paper. That was all I wanted. She signed my papers to go into the late entry, to go into the Marine Corps, because I wasn't an adult yet. And I said, you remember how the recruiter was? How he told me, because I went in 03 Open, and I had a good ASVAB score and this and that and everything else. Had a lot of different jobs that I could have done in the military, but I wanted to go into recon. I didn't even care about being a grunt, a machine gunner, or anything else. I just went 03 open, wherever you guys want to fucking send me. I don't care because I'm not staying there. I'm going into recon. You know? And he tried to talk me out of that. Tried to talk me into getting one of these, other jobs or whatever that I could carry on into civilian life afterwards and this and that and everything.
He probably got more points for that too.
Right, exactly. But I didn't, and it was like, man, so many people try out for it and this and that. And no, and hardly anybody, the chances of you actually making it or whatever. And I said, no, I don't need a fucking plan B. I don't want a plan B. I made a decision long before that night, long before that talk, that's what I was going to do. And I had a lot of people tell me, you'll never make it, you can't do it, and this and that and everything else. You know what? Fuck it. I made a decision. I went and did it. And I remember my dad telling me, and he would kind of try to solve it. He's like, son, I don't care if you're a cook in the Marine Corps. You're serving your country, and I'm proud of you, and you want to be a Marine. And that's ultimately, go and be a Marine. Whether you make it to recon or not, go and be a Marine. And I would think that your dad would probably want you to do that. So if you're scared, face those fucking fears with the courage you have inside of you, if that's what's holding you back and making you wishy-washy, and get off the fence. And whatever you do, get off the fence. If you decide not to go, then don't go and pursue this other shit and do the best out of it. Don't approach it, fucking attack it. Same thing with if you do go to the Marine Corps and go to boot camp and put your feet on those yellow footprints. Don't approach that shit, fucking attack it, just like those drill instructors are going to attack you. Fucking get after it and give it everything you got. And, whatever it is in life, give it everything you fucking got. If it really means that to you, and just make that decision and go for it. And that's, I guess, would be my take on it.
I agree.
There's always, it's like Spirko said, guys starting to, wants to quit his job and start a business, or wants to cut back hours and start, a business. And the people around you, when the economy's good, they're like, the economy's good, why would you risk that? Why leave that secure job? You've got rent, you've got kids to take care of, and you've got all these things.
See the same things when it's bad.
And when the economy's bad, well, now's not really the time to start a business. No, you're just a fucking pussy, and you're going to fucking just live your fucking menial little life and do the same bullshit and not have any fucking dreams because you're fucking scared. And what they're more scared of, they're not concerned for you. They're scared that you will succeed, and it means they fucking, and I'm just not calling, but they fail by not doing it.
No, it's the same. I told my mom the same thing. I said, don't fucking tell Mason that.
Yeah.
Just because you didn't do this and that, don't put limitations on him or anything else. Yeah, exactly.
Especially for someone Mason's age, or anyone. If this guy's only 20, and honestly, there is no age limit to wanting to be successful. If you really want it, it was like you said, whenever they said, oh, only this ratio, but you'd already decided in your heart what you were going to do, but it happened. Because I truly think, and I've said it, my dad says it all the time, whatever, but I think if a human being really decides they want to do something, there's a reason we're at the top of the food chain. If a human being really decides they want it and is willing to give up, sacrifice their body for the cause of whatever it is they're wanting, it's hard to stand in front of them. They will almost always succeed. So, I think it's a tough call, but I think it's something you have to do.
And if it is something that you're scared of or whatever, or little doubts, or you're self-interrogating yourself at night when you go to bed, and this and that, things that you're afraid of and stuff, just remember, man, the acronym I use about fear. False evidence appearing real. Oh, I'll fail. I won't make it. This and that. Don't let that shit hold you back. Don't hesitate. Hesitate will cause your worst fears to become a reality. Fucking don't do it.
Yep.
Just make a decision, stand by your decision, and go for it. Give it everything you got.
Point break.
Yep, there you go. Point break.
It causes hesitation. Hesitation causes your worst fears to come true.
That's right.
Is that in the movie?
Mm-hmm.
Point break? I figured that's what you said. I didn't remember that part of the movie. I used to love that movie.
But it's true. I mean,
But the cipher.
it's true. So, that would be, yeah.
All right,
Make a decision.
Sounds like you're going in the Marine Corps. There's your answer.
Thanks for your service.
Want to read another one?
Yeah.
Dude, salsa on eggs is so good. Oh god, I love it. I wasn't able to eat, the first couple plates of eggs when we got started.
Salsa, you know what's even better? Salsa on tortillas is good. Without eggs.
With cheese and...
Come over here.
Oh, wow.
Bring the box. We don't want you. Just fucking hold the... Come over here.
I was going to give it to him to bring.
Come over here. Over here.
No, you're part of the
Are you
crew.
wearing a Thundercats hoe T-shirt.
That's awesome.
Thundercats. Oh!
This is the youngest kid that I've ever met that likes all the same shit that I liked when I was fucking
Yeah,
Sebastian. Baby.
she's 50, so she was watching cartoons in black and white.
She's not 50. It's her birthday's not till next month, is it?
49.
I look really fucking good for 50.
Hey,
What do you got there? An 18-gallon bucket of.
Christmas
Cool.
cack.
It's not just a tote, it's a stuffed tote with cock.
How many's in there, you
Toad
think?
stuffed with cock.
What's 100?
About 75
75 cocks.
ish.
Did you have your hand on every one of those cocks?
Every single one.
Some
Did
things didn't change.
Did you kiss him?
Flipped
How many
and stuffed
times?
them.
Let me, hold on. Don't go anywhere.
Did you kiss him?
You're not dismissed.
I patted them with love. And
There you go.
I put a post on Facebook the last time we were having a party out at the compound that I needed some help just moving some shit around, and there's a debris pile. It was as tall as this room. It was fucking the size of this room. It was fucking big. It was a big debris pile. It was a house that had collapsed, and then they dumped a bunch of shit on there. And I put a post on Facebook.